Every celebration deserves champagne, and today I'll be telling you how you can get it from a wine club. Hi, I am Tricia from the Wine Club Group. You can find all of our wine club reviews and ratings at www.wineclubgroup.com. Today I'm talking to you about the Vinesse Sparkling Club. Now I kind of stumbled upon this club because we were getting a lot of questions at Wine Club Group asking, where can I get a Champagne of the Month club? That's kind of hard to find. First of all, because champagne is a very specific type of wine only made in a certain region in France. But what most people are asking when they ask about a champagne club is, where can I get a sparkling club? So we found this one and I love it. It's from Vinesse and it is called the Vinesse Sparkling Club. So let's start off with what you get when you get your package. This is the box that you will receive. And you will see that there are 3 bottles inside, and you can actually choose with Vinesse whether you want to send 3 bottles, 6 bottles, or 12 bottles at a time. So depends how much money you're wanting to spend, basically. You can also choose if you want to have it sent twice a year or 5 times a year. So the minimum amount that you can send this would be 3 bottles 2 times a year. Now, when you're sending champagne, really, you're not looking for a lot of extra bells and whistles within the club. The exciting part about sending a champagne or a sparkling bottle of wine is the sparkling bottle of wine itself. So when people see this, it just automatically says celebration. I don't think that I've ever seen a sparkling bottle, a bottle of champagne, that didn't automatically look like a celebration as soon as I looked at the bottle. So you aren't getting a lot of fancy packaging and other things like that. But with the Sparkling Club, really, you're just looking for the sparkling wine. So price-wise, it does fluctuate just a little bit. Their bottles of wine are going to be around $24 each. So each shipment kind of depends on what is in that shipment. So you're looking at, I think, a minimum of around $72, which is about a middle range price for a wine club. And given that it's going to be all sparkling wine or champagne, it's actually not a bad price at all. This is the top of what you would have over here. So that just kind of completes your packaging. You can see that it comes packaged really nicely, and you're not going to have to worry about breakage, because the last thing that you would want is to send somebody a bottle of champagne and have it broken when it arrives to them. So you're not going to have to worry about that with the type of packaging that you're getting with Vinesse. So we've talked about the price, we talked about the shipments. Let's jump right into exactly what you're getting with this champagne. Now, as you can see that I have laid out before me here, each of the bottles, they come from different places, different vineyards, different wineries. So some of them are going to be coming from other countries. I think I have at least one here from Italy, maybe one from France. And then you also may see some coming from the United States. In fact, I believe the bodkin here is from the United States, it's from California. So you're going to receive the bottle, you're going to receive the different number of bottles, you're going to have different types of champagne or sparkling. And then also, you're going to receive these tasting notes with it. So on the one hand, you can say, oh, it's champagne. I know how to use champagne. It's a celebration. It's New Year's Eve. I pop the cork and we drink it at midnight. But that's not the only way that you should be thinking about champagne and sparkling wine. You should also be thinking about what pairs with it, what different foods you can have with this wine. And although there are certain wine or certain foods that do tend to pair in general better with sparkling and champagne, each one is made a little bit differently. It's made with different types of grapes. For example, this one is actually the only 100% Sauvignon Blanc sparkling made in the United States. So it is a really particular type of grape that is going into this one. And at the top of these, you're getting some information about the background of the winery itself. And this one has kind of a cool backstory about the guy graduating from college, that he had heard about this certain kind of different battle in history, and ended up wanting to name his wine after this battle in European history. So it has kind of a cool backstory behind it. And then with the tasting notes, it's telling me where the grapes came from. It also says when you should drink it, and this is incredibly important. So many people don't pay attention to when you should drink certain wines. Is this the type of wine that you should drink the first year? Everybody always thinks that aging wine is better, and that is not always the case. So each of these will actually say on them when you should drink the wine by, and you should go by that. This one says drink it by 2016, so I've got another year or two on drinking this one. It has the tasting panel score. It gives you a little bit of tasting notes on it, and then also some suggestions for food. So this one says that it should go with grilled scallops or spicy sushi. And in general, you're going to see sushi or seafood paired with a lot of these, but it's good to know specifically what you should be pairing. So each of these is different. As I mentioned, you're going to have the background of the winery, you're going to have the background of the wine, and you're going to have the tasting notes. So if it's not exciting enough when you receive a box in the mail and you open it and there's champagne, if that's not exciting enough, then you also have the addition of the tasting notes to go along with it. So again, price-wise, you're looking at a minimum of about $72 plus shipping to send a shipment of this to someone or to yourself, and then that can also range, of course, up very high if you wanted to send, for example, an entire case for a Christmas gift. This would be great for wedding gifts, anniversary gifts, business gifts over the holidays, last minute Valentine's Day gifts, anything like that. There, in my mind, is almost no time that sending champagne would not be appropriate. So if you'd like more information, to check out some pictures or see more of what we have written about the Vinesse Sparkling Club, you can come and visit us at wineclubgroup.com.